old pal back in Nick Young. I know you guys are pretty close. Just talk about what you think he brings to the team and just reuniting with him.
I mean, it's great to have Nick, to be back together with Nick. He's a great person, a great personality to be around, and he's an infinite scorer. He actually plays great defense, too. People don't know that, but yeah. So, yeah, it's great.
Intersection, first row. Chris?
Chris Haynes, ESPN. JaVale, there was a lot of videos surfaced of you working on your outside game. Was that something, can you just walk me why you felt you needed to, at this stage in your career, move out there? And I understand the traditional five is kind of seeping out of the NBA.
Yeah, definitely. The traditional five is definitely seeping out of the NBA. But, I mean, I'm a basketball player, so my Instagram is going to be me playing basketball because that's the content that people on my Instagram want to see. I've been working on threes and stuff, but like years ago, I didn't realize, like, when you play basketball, you have to post that you play basketball and work out online for people to believe that you play basketball and work out online. So I figured that out this summer, so I just started to oversaturate my Instagram, and it worked. People love it, so I'm just going to keep doing that.
So that wasn't because you want to start shooting more threes?
No, I definitely want to start shooting threes, but I'm not going to, hey, Steve, you think I could? No. I'm going to do what I'm going to do for us to win another championship.
Connor.
Curno, San Francisco Chronicle. JaVale, you took your time in free agency. Could you kind of just take us through that process and why you ultimately decided to come back?
I mean, I just took my time, and then I decided to come back, basically. That's about it. It wasn't really a crazy, wow, oh, no, I get to go back to Golden State and win a championship? Oh, no.
All right, you're good. Okay. Middle section, second row.
Hi, JaVale. Katie Baker from The Ringer. How would you characterize the way the team incorporated you and kind of brought you in last year? And did you communicate any of that experience to Nick this summer?
I mean, it was definitely, I feel like they just embraced me and they just accepted me for me, and they figured out exactly what they needed me to do, and I tried to fulfill that role to the best of my abilities, and I feel like I succeeded at that.
Great. Anything? Monty back here, back row.
Monty Poole, NBC Sports Bay Area. JaVale, I know last season when you came here, especially playing at home, you could feel the love of the fans. I know during this past summer, free agency hit, and me personally, I got more questions about whether you were coming back than anybody else. How does it make you feel, and do you sense the love for you in this area?
Oh, yeah, the Bay Area loves me, and I love the Bay Area. Everything about it is great. The funny part is I was in Dallas before here when I started growing my rat tail, and then I got here, and then people were telling me, like, that's a thing in San Francisco that people do. So it was just like a crazy coincidence. Like I was.
Ritter. It's funny, Raymond came over to get me, and then he. Yeah, just go. Any questions? Anybody? No? Okay, go. Shoot away.
Hi, Shaun. Janie McCauley from AP. What does it say about this group that you guys are almost everybody's back, and Bob Myers making it happen, and just some unselfish players who maybe took a little bit less financially so this could happen?
Yeah, just the culture of the organization from top down. Ownership, I think they've shown that, you know, they want to win at the highest level and continue to win. The success that we've had the last 3 years, you know, it's what we've been able to accomplish. Looking back on it is, you know, it doesn't happen every day. It's my 14th year, and the brunt of my success has come towards the end of my career. Some players never see this type of success, meaning team success, winning championships, playing in the finals 3 years. And so, you know, you see what Kevin was able to do with this contract negotiation, allowing the team to have the ability to bring guys like myself and Andre back, David West, JaVale, Zaza. You know, a special group. And again, it starts from the top down. And I think it kind of shows to the culture of what has been built and what's continuing to be, laid as far as the foundation. Oh, hello, Raymond.
Yeah, there we go. Good to see you, Shaun. Middle section, second row. Your
Right in
hair's
the middle
looking
here,
good.
Shaun.
Right.
Phil Barber, Santa Rosa Press, Democrat. Warriors signed a couple guys in Caspi and Young that will probably be on the floor with you a lot. How do you think those guys are going to impact that second unit?
Yeah, they're going to fit in great. The size that they bring to the position and their ability to stretch the floor, both of them, their best attribute is being able to put the ball in the basket, and to shoot the basketball. And you can never really have enough shooting. And so I think bringing those guys into the fold, both versatile guys with our small ball lineups, being able to use those guys and insert them, mix and match different lineups and rotations. I think it's going to be a plus for us, and I think the coaching staff is excited to kind of mix and match those lineups.
Middle section, back row.
CJ Peterson, SF Bay. Spoke to Steve a little bit earlier about retaining the majority of the same team as you guys had last season. What are the benefits that you see and anticipate of having that same core and all the rest of the pieces as well heading into this training camp?
It's similar to the year we won it, my first year. Coming back, my second year, coming off of a championship and having, the same team intact. Just the chemistry, it just only gets better. The vibe around the team, we understand, each other's games. We're more comfortable with each other on and off the court. And so it just, it just helps, especially you get into the postseason. You rely on that experience, that cohesiveness, that chemistry, in pressure situations, and it's really invaluable. And, I think that's only going to benefit us for the years to come.
Front row, right-hand side, Scott.
Hey, Shaun. Scott Osler, the Chronicle. Shaun, you got about 6 guys on this team that on any other team would be a team leader kind of guy, including yourself. Who do you consider the team leader?
Oh, you start with Steph, just because, what he embodies, he is kind of the identity of our culture. Superstar player, humble superstar, has allowed other guys to thrive. And then you probably go with Draymond, just his, him being vocal, and then Andre, those 3 guys, they've kind of been our captains. They've kind of been our leaders. Draymond's been the vocal leader. Steph's been kind of like the, behind the scenes, kind of the hard work. Doesn't really say as much as Draymond, right? But, he's still our leader. Everybody knows he's, our best player and our guy. So I say those 3 guys for sure.
Intersection, back row.
Hi, Shaun. John Flynn, Metro Newspaper. As somebody who gets a lot of buckets kind of in the mid-range, how do you think of you fitting into the league as it moves more and more towards pace and space, especially as the Warriors is kind of like an epitome of that style of play?
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit more valuable probably to the Warriors than I am to other teams, but, that's been my game. At the same time, I've had success doing it, and, I can always improve or always buy into those concepts and continue to get better just from a personal standpoint of wanting to improve and get better. So, we'll see.
Front row, right-hand side, Carl.
Carl Stewart, Barry News Group. Shaun, I know you talked last year about wanting to come back here this year and future years, however long you have left to play.
Right.
But when it was over last year, in your heart, were you thinking, because of the financial constraints of the team, well, this is probably it, and it was fun while it lasted? And how much credit do you give KD for making the financial sacrifice? And did you ever have any personal contact with him when he decided to do that? And what did you tell him?
I didn't talk to him. We really didn't talk about it at all throughout any point of the last year in the season or even when it happened. But after we signed our deals, after the free agency period, I gave him a call and just kind of, let him know, because that wasn't something that he had to do, and I just wanted to, wanted him to hear it from me personally, that was just grateful to be back, be a part of the situation, understanding the ramifications of the free agency. Without him making that sacrifice, this probably doesn't happen. And so again, it just shows you the type of person I think he is as far as a player. Just kind of an unselfish superstar, humble superstar, and he just wants to win and wants to have the best chance in doing it. And I think with the core group that we've had the last couple of years and success that we've been able to put forth, I think this is kind of